for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number. I always chuckle a little when we give that out because I've seen two faxes in the last 14 years. And I've only been on the show for 5 years, and the two said Adam sucked. Fax number 310-8. Oh, scratch it? Oh, we don't got it? All right.
Not working.
You're breaking my heart, Anderson. All right, good. Screw the faxes. Tonight, and tell me if I mispronounce this, Rosa Blasi? Yeah, and Josh Coxx, both from Strong Medicine, which is a new show out on Lifetime. Whoopi Goldberg is a producer of this show, and this is, how involved is Whoopi in this?
Whoopi is very, very hands-on. She's absolutely essential in every decision, and especially when she is at times on the set, she's very hands-on, even things as little as, or as major as we need more mammogram signs or whatever. She is very hands-on. Her name's on it. But
it's an invisible hand, but her hand is on it.
Exactly. Yeah. But Tammy Ader is there every day, day-to-day, like a David Kelly freak.
Did Whoopi? I know when I hear about this, David Kelly's got a fifth show coming out or something, and I think, would you just stay home and bang Michelle Pfeiffer and Paul the Life? Oh, these guys drive me nuts. Is this Whoopi's creation or
hers and Tammy's? Hers and Tammy's, yeah.
And
she was literally in the labor room with the birth of her grandchild and was there for a while, obviously, through labor. And she just started talking to people and getting hospital stories. And she's like, this is so different from when I was giving birth. This is a great idea for the show. And literally from the hospital made the phone call to the Columbia TriStar. And I guess when you're Whoopi, you can do that and sell a show. Like, hey.
Well, let's get it rolling. Well, it's a good thing she wasn't hanging out at a car wash, I guess, because you guys would be screwed. All right, so the show's new, and I got my problem is it's on Sunday nights, 9 o'clock, when I'm at least supposed to be leaving for Loveline over here. So I have not seen the show. So why don't you give us a brief synopsis of it? We know it takes place in a hospital, but.
So it's about, mainly focuses on the two women doctors, one from a more richer hospital, one from a more urban environment. She runs a free clinic, and Whoopi Goldberg's character brings the two together, and they kind of, the free clinic comes under the umbrella of the richer hospital, and they become one.
Much to the
chagrin of both women.
Of Janine Turner plays the other doctor.
Right. And, Josh, you play a candy striper, I read in the bio?
Yes, as a matter of fact, a candy striper. I ride a motorcycle in my candy striped suit.
You're like the hunky, against-type male nurse?
Exactly. Midwife.
Drew, are there any hunky male nurses, or are there all those guys who sort of produce estrogen and wear slippers? Really?
Yeah.
White guys? There's some hunky black male nurses, but are there any hunky white guys?
White guys too, especially at the psych hospitals.
Oh yeah. Well, right. They're like ex-wrestlers over there.
Required size.
And Rosa, what is your part?
I play the other doctor. I play the street doctor, pretty raw, pretty girl from the street to Philadelphia, very, very opposite character.
Right, but graduated med school.
No, actually, that's part of the show. I'm thinking everything. No, I did graduate med school.
Any doctors that look like Rosa floating around the hospital?
No, we could only wish.
No way.
Not the city hospital.
Not the inner city. No, just a bunch of weird Indian guys you can't understand, right? Do you have a lot of Indian doctors?
We've had some Indian guest stars on the show.
Very important, Well, Drew, isn't it true that half of all Indians are doctors, or at least everyone that comes to this country?
In India, unlike this country, doctors are held in very high esteem.
Really?
Yes.
That's right. But they let let cows cramp in the street over there too.
Well, because cows are sacred and doctors are clear.
Very backwards country. All right, Strong Medicines.
Sacredness of the doctor over there.
Lifetime at 9 o'clock, and then as soon as that ends, you can switch it over to Comedy Central and watch the Man Show. Get a nice broad range of entertainment.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's get to David, who's 24. David.
Hey.
Hey,
I want to know if I went too far this Labor Day weekend.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, Adam Carolla, I think your show's kicked. Well, I can't say ass on the show, can I?
No, you cannot.
Asshole.
Okay, anyway. I took 2 hookers from Texas to Nuevo Laredo. We were coked up. We're going to go to Boys Town.
What's Boys Town?
Huh?
That's where, I don't know, you'd meet the...
What does Boys Town mean by you?
Spencer Tracy?
Yeah, you get raped by Spencer Tracy.
You took the female hookers to meet the boy hookers?
No. We're going to do America and Mexico at the same time.
I see. Nice.
So, anyway, I almost got thrown into a federal prison.
Yeah. Hey, David?
Yes, sir.
Just by your voice, it doesn't sound like you're the Lorenzo Lamas ride a motorcycle with no helmet freewheeling guy.
That's why I got to buy it.
Yeah, what do you do for a living?
Huh? Electrician.
I see. And you can afford these hookers, huh?
My parents got a lot of money.
I see. They'll be glad to know that's where it's going. So you took these 2 hookers. Did you cross the border with them?
Yep.
And then what happened?
Well, we got to a border town and went up there drinking, and Mexico police threw me up against the car and was fixing to take my car. And a fight broke out, so they went to that, and so I got the hell out of there.
All right, so what's your question?
I just want to know if that was a little bit too far.
No, not far enough.
Not far enough?
Next time you get some mezcal and you drink that and you get a 3rd hooker.
Okay,
all right, David?
What do you think we're going to say, David?
Oh, shut up. He's an idiot. Who cares?
Yeah.
He's, listen, I live life on the edge. I'm a wild man. I'd like to see this guy in real life. What?
In the voice, a little touch of something.
That was Southern.
No, maybe.
Like he was trying to wring the gay out of him with the hookers?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah. You tried that your senior year of college, right, Drew?
Yeah, keep trying.
Didn't work. Even the marriage. Jerry?
Hello.
You're 26.
Yes, I am. Hey, I got a question for you guys here.
Yeah.
All right, I live in Chicago, so we get to replay the show, and I heard a boy call and ask about the testicle cancer.
Right.
I do have a lump, but it's like on the side wall.
Right. And is it like a rock, like we talked about last night?
Yeah, it's like a pebble.
All right. Gotta get it ultrasound. Get it checked out.
What do you mean on the side wall? Like
you mean in the skin?
Yeah. Well, it's like not under. It's like actually on the side.
Like in the skin.
Yeah, but it's in the skin, right?
Well, it's a skin problem then. Don't worry about it.
But Drew, I had a question though, because before when I first felt it, it was like when I squeezed it, I did get some kind of pus.
Right. So it's a sebaceous cyst. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Still get it checked though. It could be.
Yeah. No, it's a sebaceous cyst.
Oh, God, but shouldn't it just
You should get it checked, but it's not.
Is that right?
It's a skin problem. Guys get sebaceous cyst down there.
Yeah, not me, but guys.
And it's like it's not even just pus. It's like
get them on my ass.
It's like
from being overweight, Drew.
That tends to predispose the bacteria to grow in there, but it's like a toothpaste.
Crotch becomes like a greenhouse when you're
a
fat.
little hot and sweaty.
Yeah, there's like gecko lizards and moss growing on your nuts. It's a mess down there.
It's like toothpastey kind of material coming out of it, right? Right. Okay, that is the sebaceous cyst.
Land of the lost in your underpants. Shakas.
Shakas going to be there anytime. In Adam's case, when it's the toothpaste, it's some old talc. It's the paper mache you're forming down there.
Hey, I talc up before I leave the house. People appreciate that. What would you rather smell? Bottom of nutsack or Johnson's baby powder?
Baby powder.
All right. There you go. There you go. Randy?
Yes.
You get 2-3 wearings out of a pair of underpants you use now.
That's right.
What's up, Randy? You're 32.
Yeah, I came into some Viagra, and I wanted to ask Drew what do I do about going about taking these things.
How did you come into Viagra?
I just got them in the mail. The freakiest thing.
Huh. You sure it's Viagra, not one of these phony...
No, it was in a bottle, a prescription bottle, and it actually had my name on it.
Oh, somebody's...
Wait, did you order it off the internet?
No, I'm thinking maybe a friend may have playing a joke on
Somebody's joking.
I'm thinking a disgruntled ex-girlfriend trying to send a message.
Well, that's crossed my mind, too, there.
Well, we don't know the full impact of healthy people taking that medication. In other words, if there's a medical reason, then it's worth the risk. But for a healthy person, we really don't know the full implications. So
I mean, would you be a heart attack or something?
Not unless you had coronary disease, and even then it's people on nitrates with coronary disease.
Well, let me ask this, the way you put this, Drew, because I know you like to discourage people from taking prescription meds when they don't need them.
Yeah.
But it's not as if it affects healthy people more and more adversely than an unhealthy person.
Right.
You're just saying if you're unhealthy, meaning you cannot achieve an erection.
It's worth the risk.
it's worth the chance of taking it. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
Randy could take it. First off, any guy named Randy's going to need a little help in the sack. That's not a man's name, that Randy.
Well, no, but I know a friend that was on an antidepressant and then was prescribed it because the sex drive lowered. But, I mean, that's a healthy person who just happens to be having to take this.
No, it's an unhealthy person. They have a disease, depression, which kills 20% of the people with that disease. So they have to take medicine in order to deal with that disease, and then it's worth taking the. And really, that's a real common problem. So they add Wellbutrin or switch to Remeron or Cerazone, or adding the Viagra is sort of a new thing. It doesn't really work that well.
Hold on, I'd like to give a quick retraction on the Pussy Randy correlation. Macho Man Randy Savage is coming in the studio tomorrow night. I'm just looking up at the thing, and I don't want him snapping me like a Slim Jim. So, Randy, if you're listening, buddy, you know I'm just kidding. We'll see you tomorrow night. And it's, you know Randy Savage is, Drew? The Macho Man?
Way back.
It seems like a lot of work being Randy. You know, he's always going to the kids, he's talking to little teddy friends. It's like he's starting to take a crap, and he's got that hand salon thing going, and he's all shaved and pumped and oiled.
Looks like he's going to bust a vein.
Yeah, I saw him at the X Games, and I thought, wow, it's a lot of work being Randy Savage. Much like what happened to Pee Wee Herman. You know what I mean? You paint yourself into a corner, and now it's like you're Pee Wee or you're Randy Savage. And I was talking to my funny partner, the Emmy Award-winning Jimmy Kimmel today about how great it is doing the Man Show because, you know, as a B/C celebrity, you want to walk into some store and rent a porno. You think for a minute, Christ, people are going to recognize me. And then you think, wait a minute, I do the Man Show. I should be doing this. This is important.
Part of my
research, part of my work. I'll get in trouble if I'm not seen around these places for too long. Adam?
Yeah.
You're 24.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I dated this girl a ways back, and when we were, you know, messing around and getting down to things, she had excessive fluids down there, like more wet than normal.
Like during orgasm, or?
It could have been, or just most like direct stimulus. What's the word I'm looking for?
Stimulation.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was more than I've ever experienced.
Well,
I mean,
good for you.
You must have been doing something right.
Yeah. What's the problem?
I mean, this is too much. I mean, it's not like you know, there's wet and then there's like a flood.
All right.
What is that?
Are you concerned it could be urine?
Is that what it could
Sometimes.
be?
No.
But usually that's orgasm.
That's during orgasm. She was just wet during any kind of stimulation. That's just the way she's cut out, Adam.
It's fine.
Because it's like
maybe you reminded her of her uncle or father.
Oh.
Well, it's probably
rude. Whatever it takes, right?
Yeah. Now you guys are broken up now?
We just dated for a short period.
I see.
Yeah, it was like it shot out. It's
all right. We got it.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
It shot out during orgasm?
Yeah.
She's real quiet. I mean, I don't know. We didn't have sex.
All right. Okay. Listen. Hey, Earth to Tard Planet. Listen to what I'm asking you because we can't get the answer to this question. Please listen.
I'm ready.
You don't know whether she had the orgasm or not. I'm with you on that one. But was she relatively dry up until a certain point and then a ton of moisture and something came shooting out? Or was she just completely moist all the way through?
Okay, she was completely moist all the way through, and at certain points, more would come.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Great.
This is on a waterbed, and I mean, it's like the sheets were soaked.
All right. All right, well, maybe there's just a leak. All right, Adam. You're quite a mess.
Thanks for the call, Adam.
Not everyone's going to be that way.
Check your back pocket.
Have you been with many girls?
Not a ton, no.
No, but they all haven't been this way, right?
Right.
All right.
Do you keep losing your keys?
My watch, no.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Relax.
Listen, I don't understand why we get these sort of calls about things that we can't change that happen about people they've already broken up with.
And what is it they're concerned with? Like, we're going to...
But I think some of them just want to, like, tell you, like, oh, my life really sucks. I have this 11-inch I mean, I think some people just like, I think some people just,
did we hit that button on time? Where did Rosa say she went to station school?
Oh, that's not a radio word.
I don't know if we can say that. I'm confused by these FCC rules myself. Anderson's shaking his head.
Keywords, so I figured it was okay.
I know, because a doctor would use sort of interchange that talking. Urologist maybe talking.
OBGYN, right?
It is a medical term, is it not? I thought
it is now.
Okay. Note to self.
Okay. Right.
In case that word comes up in my vocabulary.
Leah?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Caller goes by Leah? Caller goes by the name of Leah?
That would be myself.
All right, you're 22. What's going on?
Actually, I'm 23.
All righty. Been on hold for a while. What's up?
Well, just recently, I've been married for like a year and a half, and just recently my husband was picked up for soliciting prostitution, and I'm a little confused about how I should feel about that. I mean, I guess I believe that he didn't. I mean, I don't know.
Well, all right, let's.
Okay,
you're confused. All right.
What don't you know?
I don't know if I should believe him that he didn't do it.
What do you think? The police just grabbed him out of his car and just said, "Hey."
So I'll tell you his story.
Well, his argument is he was pimping. He wasn't.
Well, let's look at his history. Has he ever been sexually compulsive?
He cheated on me when we first got together before we were married.
Has he ever gone to prostitutes before?
No.
Probably has.
Well, we spoke pretty freely before. Well, I don't know, that's the thing. But we spoke pretty freely before, like, he got married and all that good stuff, and he pretty much was like, they're disgusting, That's what he told me,
Right. It's like a priest talking about one of those young altar boys. Oh, they give me the heebie-jeebies because they're lily white hair, naked asses, and their pouty cheeks. What is his story? So what happened?
Okay. According to him, he was leaving Taco Bell, and the lady was coming in. She was
guilty,
kind of scrubby.
Yeah. Right.
He's guilty?
Taco Bell.
Leaving Taco Bell.
Too descriptive.
It's all over.
Well, I asked for a lot of details. But,
right.
Anyhow, I guess she asked for a ride. He told her no. He was at work at the time. He told her no. She didn't. He said she didn't ask for any money, or there was no taco money or anything like that.
Right.
He got in his car. About 2 blocks away. There was nobody in his car when he got pulled over, but they pulled him over. He said the cops were coming up. There was a lot of cars behind him, so he pulled over, and he thought he was getting out of the way, whatever, but that they was coming for him. So he gets out the car. He was like, "What's the problem?" Whatever. They're like, "Get out the car." They said he's been arrested. He said, "Arrested for what?" They said soliciting, and he said the first thing he could think of was like selling magazines, and he was like, "What are y'all talking about?" And then they said soliciting prostitution, so he started to resist. They punched him in the mouth.
So they said you're being arrested for soliciting prostitution, and he started to resist.
Started swinging right then.
What? Yeah. What kind of strategy is that?
You think that sounds a little strange?
Well,
let's put it this way.
Okay, put it that way.
Let's suppose that you were at a Taco Bell and some guy came up and started talking to you and wanted a ride, and
you didn't know him.
You didn't know him. Okay, but was she in the car?
No.
But she was in the car for a while.
No, she never got in the car.
Never got in the car.
He was just talking to her at Taco Bell, and then he got pulled over after he left the bell.
He said, I'm not giving you a ride.
I should also add the fact that it was a sting, and it was the end of the month. They arrested 90 people for soliciting that day.
Right. It was called the big Cordita sting. They host people outside the Taco Bell.
Cordita Supreme.
Yeah. Listen, that's hold on. If you're looking for if you're looking for the sort of underbelly of this country, staking out a Taco Bell is not a bad place to start.
It's on a really bad strip. I don't know.
What was he doing there?
He was going on a lunch run for work, right?
Yeah.
Is that where he routinely goes?
Yeah.
All right. So listen, he just talked to this woman, and then he left her at the Taco Bell, got in his car, and drove away.
Yes.
And then got pulled over, and then took a swing at the cops.
Yeah, doesn't fit.
Don't you think if let's just say you just did that, wouldn't you just be confused when the cops pulled you over?
That's what he said. He was pretty confused.
Well, why would he swing at him then?
He didn't swing at him. He said he was trying to pull his arms away, and then that's when they popped him.
Pull his arms away from what?
They popped him first?
No,
there was no fighting. I'm just telling you the story. According to him, they were like, you're under arrest, whatever, and he was like, well, for what? And they were like soliciting. He was like, what are we talking about?
Let's look at history. Does he have any previous criminal record?
Yes.
Okay.
Shocking.
Adam.
Shocking. Indeed. What for?
He has some marijuana and LSD back when he was like 17 or something. He's like 28 now. That was more than 10 years ago.
Nothing else.
No, nothing else.
All right, so he's not on parole or anything like that.
No.
All right.
Yeah, but he's a cheater. So
I wouldn't believe him. And he eats a Taco Bell.
Indeed.
The story just doesn't fit.
It just doesn't make sense. There seems to be pieces
when
missing.
things don't make sense, it's because they're not telling you the whole story.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me answer real quick. OJ, innocent or guilty? Just trying to see where you're at here. Don't know?
Oh, no.
You got a sister? I'd like to marry her. I can get away with it. Jesus Christ. Listen, here's the deal, everybody, with everything. All you got to do is use common sense.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Easy. Things always make sense.
You'll always arrive at your answer. Like, for instance, OJ. It's like you got a disguise in your car and a bunch of cash and a fake passport and you're heading for the border. Okay, now Drew, if you came home and someone had killed your wife, what would your plan be?
It would not be that.
Pack up a bunch of disguise and head for the border?
No.
Ooh, head for the border though. That's a good Taco Bell.
There you go.
That used to be an old Taco Bell.
Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah, this guy chats up some chick who's behind him in line at Taco Bell, then gets in his car and is heading back to work, and all of a sudden he's tackled by
during
the
the day, no less.
Yeah.
Just the lunchtime.
No, guilty.
Yeah.
I'm going with guilty. All right. Have you seen Taco Bell's new gordita, though? Taco Bell, they now do a thing where they take a hard-shell taco and they wrap it with a layer of cheese and then a soft-shell taco and then, like, dip it in pure cholesterol. They've somehow been able to pull cholesterol and isolate that atom and that molecule, and they just have a dipping sauce called cholesterol. And they dip it in that now, and then and they give you a big pat of butter on. I think it's just a cube of butter wrapped in bacon.
Well, we actually have different sauces: butter, mayonnaise, and just pure fat.
And butter and mayonnaise.
And lard.
So you're fat by the time you leave the drive-thru.
That's right. We take a cube of butter, we wrap it in Canadian bacon, and put a toothpick through it.
I like Taco Bell. I gotta tell you. I love Taco Bell.
I like Taco Bell too. But I stay away from the meat.
No, it's good.
All right, Drew. What do you do? Would you get some kind of contract?
No, I just like Taco Bell.
All right, take yourselves a little break. I'll tell you when I got off with Taco Bell, when they dropped the Bell Beefer. Those of you who are old school
in the foil
those of you are no those enchiladas. Those of you who are old school, especially probably from the L.A. area, remember the Bell Beefer. Drew, because
it was a hamburger.
Yes, it was a hamburger bun. They took a white hamburger bun. They slopped, ground chuck on there. I mean the taco meat on there, and then they put a little lettuce on top of that, and some cheese, and it was known as the Bell Beefer.
Remember the enchiladas?
Oh yes.
Do you remember Cinnamon Crisps, the original, when they were little triangles?
But that was way after the Bell Beefer.
Sorry.
Way. Don't even
off on the Taco Bell timeline.
Yeah, so we put them on the same menu.
In fact, the Taco Bell have little fires in the front patio area. Remember?
Yeah. All right, we got to go to break. I can't talk about Taco Bell anymore, except for I can say this, and here's what society is eroded to. Every goddamn Taco Bell used to have an open fire pit, natural gas-powered fire pit with those lava rocks. Yes. The thing was 5 feet in diameter, was 4 feet high, and it sat there with a flame coming out of it in front of the restaurant, right out on the street, 3 feet from the sidewalk. Every one of these places had it. Yep. Now,
hang on
the kind of society that we're living in today, the litigious nature of our society, or just the folks, that's an impossibility today, right?
Yeah,
how many millions of crack babies would be tossed into that fire?
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? All right, so we can't have our Taco Bell fire or our Bell Beefer. All right, we'll take a little break. Rosa and Josh are both here from Strong Medicine. Lifetime, Sunday nights, 9 o'clock. Whoopi Goldberg can be found on this show.
It's a rerun Saturday night at midnight. So first you're done with your little man show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you watch it then.
Yeah.
We'll take a little break. We'll be back. Yep, it is Loveline. I'm at Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, will be in here tomorrow night to kick my ass. Rosa Blasi and Josh Coxx are both here tonight from Strong Medicine. This is on Lifetime Sunday nights, 9 o'clock. It's a very new show, but it's been getting, what I hear, are very good reviews. So, again, 9 o'clock, Sunday nights.
Going the full 22, ladies and gentlemen.
What size network is Lifetime? I'm always surprised to hear when they, these cable, you think MTV's huge, but as it turns out, they're behind, I don't know, the Court Channel or something like that. What is it?
Rosa knows
I went to enough, what's it called?
Did enough press junkies.
Yeah,
it's
number 2 in cable.
Really?
It's in 75 million homes.
I mean, what's that one, HBO? Or
I don't know. I didn't ask. I was just like, okay, sweet. And we're number 1.
Like
most
CNN or something.
Really?
Maybe. That's a good, maybe. Or the Home Shopping Network. No, I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird, though. Meaning, in when it comes to, let's say products, Coke is number 1 and RC Cola is number 8 or whatever, and you know it. I mean, you wouldn't be confused by that. You wouldn't be startled. You wouldn't be startled by that. But in cable, what you think may be number 1, I mean, like I said, you take something like MTV, they could be number 18.
Right.
And, or whatever. But the point is I'd like to figure out the order of those, and I've seen it before, and I can never remember it, but I always remember being surprised by which ones are at the top.
Right. Well, important also is demographics, and obviously,
right.
I know those demographics. I mean, I know we're number 1 with women from 18 on in every category, obviously for women, because it's known as the women's.
Lifetime's sort of it's the chick network.
Yeah, Lifetime of Women's.
And I was thinking, well,
are they going to change the name?
Yeah, to the Chick Network.
Chick Network.
Yeah. CNN was taken, so that's not.
The CN.
Yeah.
TCN.
They don't want to confuse people.
Carolla consultancy firm.
But I was thinking, well, Josh is getting screwed being on the Chick
Network.
Right. Then I thought,
not exactly,
wait a minute, that's good. Yeah, that's sharp.
Are you
forget about the part. His whole audience is women.
Mm-hmm.
Good news, babe.
And they all asked me for his number or his picture. All of them.
Yeah, I did the math. I was at this restaurant today by my house called Hugo's. It's really good. I opened a new one in the valley. And I ordered this smoothie called Woman's Juice. And, I felt kind of ridiculous doing it, but it sounded like the best one. They said, we take papaya juice and cranberry, and then we throw a Cordita in there and whip it up. It really sounded good. So I ordered the woman's juice, and everyone was making fun of me. And then I thought to myself,
you're gay.
I said, hey, what if I ordered the man's juice? Wouldn't that be worse? Think about it. Yeah, so if you're going to be on a network as a guy, you should be on the Chick Network. That's smart.
I have a smile from ear to ear.
Danae?
Yes.
Danae, you're 16.
Yes.
What's up?
I have a friend, right? And he said he's gay, right? And he said that he's been gay since birth, and I was wondering if that's possible, because I don't see how he can be gay since birth.
Well, there's debate about how much of sexual preference is biology and how much is it the environment, which one is reared. There's certainly some people that are more biologically prone than others, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, too. You're not gay, right, Danae?
No, I'm not.
Right, but you're heterosexual.
Yeah.
You've been heterosexual since birth.
Yeah.
But you didn't give a guy a hand job when you're 4, right?
No.
No. But you're still heterosexual since birth.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So I don't think he was thinking boy, I could go for a nice penis at age 2. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I think that's what they mean by since birth.
Well, did something happen to him when he was younger? Because how can people begin to be gay? You know what I mean?
Oh, they can do it.
Yeah.
Just as you may never have imagined yourself. Just the friends that I have that are gay tell me, why would I choose this kind of, why would I choose this? The lifestyle and the rejection and, all that.
Many gay males would choose otherwise.
Oh,
they
God.
Or try to live heterosexual.
Or try to have marriages or relationships for a few years. And the other flip side of that is they knew from a very early age, they might not have known, I want another guy, but they knew something was off at a very early age, and they all said that. That's the one thing they all have in common.
You got the fact that I am gay?
Oh, true, please. The mic's hot. And Danae?
Yeah.
But it is true, he could have been goosed by some drunken uncle when he was 5, and that could have helped him.
God forbid.
You know what I mean? But either way, it's not something you're going to examining it.
Yeah.
Why, you attracted to him?
Oh, no.
No.
Just curious.
Friends.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Okay. you're fine. Don't try to change him.
No.
Okay.
All right.
He's perfect.
Listen, I wish I could be gay. I'm the exact opposite of these guys. I've thought about this lifestyle. Shacking up.
Well, you
with,
should. You'd be the
guys
perfect
hanging out.
person.
I'd be great gay.
I'm telling you, it's the blend of the two perfect.
I'd be the leader of all gays, by the way. Whatever, Jesse Jackson is to the blacks, I would be that to the gays. Where is the gay leadership?
Head of the parade.
Head of the gays.
But think about the
King of
lifestyle.
all gays.
Do you and Jimmy?
Oh, what a life.
What a life. You'd be fixing everything around the house.
TV in every room.
He'd be in his slippers. You'd be bringing in...
on vacation. Oh, what a wonderful
You're both
time.
literally millionaires.
Taking a me day every other day, finding myself. Oh, it'd be great. Oh,
free to love, baby.
Karen?
Yes.
You're 21.
Yes.
What's up?
Well, my husband and I are about to have our first baby. And before we got pregnant, we've been together quite a while. Before we got pregnant, we partied quite a bit. And I did LSD about 3 or 4 times.
Right.
And someone told me that acid deposits itself in your spinal cord. And I'm wondering if that's going to cause me to have any kind of problems with me or the baby if I choose to get an epidural or a spinal.
No. It damages your brain, but that won't affect anything to do with the anesthesia.
Then you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, your kid will be fine.
I also have a small question about circumcision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very against it.
Why?
I don't...
Yes.
How come?
Yeah, I just feel like, if it's...
They use anesthesia now. They don't feel it. So.
I know.
Yeah, and the Jews get the kids drunk, so they never feel anything.
But is it better medically to have it done?
Yeah.
Well,
it's a coin toss.
It's a coin toss.
What about your husband? Where's he coming down on it?
He's debating also.
Is he circumcised?
Yes.
Yeah. And he doesn't like his penis?
I've heard the pleasure factor is decreased with circumcision. I don't know.
Well, I heard it was increased, but you have to ask yourself, it's like naming your kid Montana. They're going to probably be the only kid in school named Montana, and there is the possibility of getting teased because they might be of the minority in that department when it comes to getting naked in the locker room.
In this country. And we get calls from young ladies who freak out about it. They're not used to saying that. And it does increase the risk of local infection, and there are no cases of penile cancer in circumcised males, so they debate that there may be some medical reason for it. And this business about the skin thickness of the tip of the penis, the predominant call we get here is guys getting too aroused, right? They come too quickly. So that's neither here nor there.
Listen, Karen.
Yes.
Here's the deal. Why don't you leave it up to your husband? I know it sounds sexist, but
how dare you?
His son's penis.
How dare you?
You don't really care one way or the other. Well, let him make a call.
She does care. She's saying no.
My husband's not really, he doesn't really care one way or the other.
Oh, all right. Well, then you make the call.
Let the kid I would be pissed if they're not circumcising.
You would have.
Then as an adult, you'd be like, oh, Christ, now it hurts. Now it's a problem.
All right. Okay.
Now
Drew has 2 sons. He had them both circumcised, and anyone who listens to the show with any regularity knows that whatever Drew has done, he wants everyone else to do. Therefore, it validates his decision as the father. You understand? Listen, it couldn't hurt. Here's the deal. It couldn't hurt to circumcise Junior. All right?
Think of all the calls we get the guys with the stenosis and the tears and stuff. Yeah. You want to go through that?
Play it safe. Get them circumcised, and Drew, Drew, are you getting some kind of kickback from the Moil Board of America or something? The MBA? Is there a union of moils? How does that work? And if you're a non-Jew who performs circumcision, are you like an honorary moil, or you're not a moil? Do you have to be a rabbi to be a moil? Does anyone who cuts a penis off, the foreskin off, become a moil? You know what I'm saying?
Well, moil school is where you go.
Sure.
And then you have to be blessed by a rabbi at the moil school.
Oh, you do? Okay.
And the Moilsters organization has to sign you in.
Yeah, there's a moil certification. Yeah. Jillian?
Hi.
You're 19. What's up?
Yes, I am. My question is, for about the past year, I've been really attracted to older guys, and I'm just wondering if that's like a phase that I'll grow out of.
You're 19?
Uh-huh.
How old?
Mid-40s.
Well, kind of Adam's age.
What's your relationship like with your father?
Oh, it's great. No problems.
This is your biological father?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is something that just started up. I mean, it's been a year, but it wasn't this way when you were 16 or 17?
Well, I mean, I never really thought about it. I've always been attracted to older guys. It's just...
Is it like guys in the media or rock stars, that sort of thing? Or
No, just regular guys.
Guys who are president?
40-year-old mechanics in your neighborhood?
Have you acted on it? You dated an older guy?
Well, yeah. My boyfriend now is 47.
Ooh, whoa.
Okay, something's wrong.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, my parents have been married 28 years, and my parents are 17 years apart.
Your dad's 17 years older.
Uh-huh.
And they met, your mom was 13 when she met him?
No, my dad's actually pretty old. He's like 67.
Right. You know, it's great. This happens all the time, and women live 10 years longer than men. Yeah. So dad kicks off, and the woman goes on for another 40 years. No, I mean, this is the way it works.
But yeah, generally, there's like, that's why I asked immediately about the father. There's the obvious, first day of psychology.
It's really, I'd say the average couple in America, maybe the guy's 3 years older, maybe he's 4 years old. I don't know if the average is 3.7 or whatever. And then the average guy kicks off 8 or 9 years before the average woman. So there's like a 12, 13, 14 years of widowdom where they just spend the guy's money and cry into the urn.
Now this girl, do they get a third wind?
Excuse me, what if the woman makes more?
Well, still, you figure the guy was insured. I mean, it was funny. Remember my grandmother was talking to me about this, and she's telling me about this lesbianism that's going on in these old age homes because it's all women. I mean, Drew, you go into one of these convalescent homes, what percentage is it?
They're just having sleepovers.
Of women.
Just my mess, dude.
Yeah. So you go into one of these places, 90% women. You go into one of these convalescent homes.
I've never heard that.
There's just like one or two old guys whose penis don't work who are having to like take care of all these hens in his hen house, him being the rooster. And I said to my grandma, I said, "Oh man, I can't wait. That's going to be great." I mean, one day when I'm
planning on being that guy in the hallway,
I'm 85 and I'm shacked up with a bunch of old broads. I'll be servicing all of them. And she said, "You'll be one of the guys who kicks off." And I thought, "Hey, thanks, Grandma. That's nice. I'll be in the ground." Yeah, you're right. Okay.
This girl's boyfriend.
I'll race you to the grave. What do you say? That's nice. What do you say? We'll put a little money on it. How are we going to collect? Let's take $20. We'll put it on the fridge with a magnet, and whoever loses, I'll just go get it. Whoever wins, will go collect it. All right?
Running, Grandma.
This girl's boyfriend that was 27 years her senior.
Yeah. So he is flawed.
He is flawed, and that's what bothers me about her.
Indeed.
Right.
She would put up with a guy that's such a mess.
Well, why do you say put up? I mean, she didn't say anything about...
Choose. A guy, think about it. Who's a guy that's 47
but what if he's like
years old,
evolved and older and like...
Evolved wouldn't go out with a 19-year-old.
Really? She's 19.
What do they have to talk about?
You're right.
Come on,
Yeah, the 19.
Yeah. Hey, when are you getting your braces off?
Yeah.
Hey, good.
Did you do your homework? Okay, now come here.
Come here and give me a hug.
Hey, Jillian?
I hope it wasn't like that.
What's this guy do for a living?
He computer stuff.
Uh-huh.
Fixes computers.
Oh,
internet?
Does he make money?
Yeah.
Out of his home?
No.
I see.
He works for a company.
All right.
What do you do?
I work for the city.
What do you do? What do you do for the city?
I'm a building supervisor.
Oh, really? This
inspector.
This is one of those NTSB, whatever. What do they call it? No, not NTSB. What are those? The thing where they have to have a chick on site jobs?
Sort of.
Like you don't know what you're doing, but we need a chick and a black guy and a Mexican to stand around and do nothing and pay everybody.
The gynecologist.
You're that chick, right?
Right.
So you supervise a building site, but you don't know anything about building, right?
Well, not the building per se, but I know that.
Just because it's going to twist a knife in my gut even deeper. How much they pay you an hour for standing around not knowing anything?
$8.
Okay, good. That's fine. I'll sleep like a baby tonight. All right, I'm going to lobby Congress and see if we can get it down to $7.50. All right, Jillian. I don't trust this guy.
We're concerned.
Keep an eye on him.
Watch out.
And we don't trust you either.
And if you have such a great dad, why isn't he concerned?
Yeah, where's Papa?
Really?
He doesn't know.
You out of the house?
No.
So when this guy picks you up in his lark, which is a motorized scooter. It's got a basket on, so what the old folks get around
Get in. Hop on.
Quick. Your dad doesn't know anything about the guy?
No.
All right, John. All right, just listen. Keep your eyes open. I don't trust him.
Well, why don't you trust him?
Because he's 47 and you're 19, and that's flawed. And when you're 47
You'll understand.
and you think about dating a 19-year-old, you'll understand.
Wait till you get there, you'll see.
All right? All right. Enjoy. We'll take a little break. We'll be back. I said in your house.
Oh, yeah.
It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. The stars of strong, I was about to say bad medicine for some reason. Strong medicine are in here tonight. Rosa Blasi and Josh Coxx, both in the show. They're both candy stripers. Whoopi Goldberg is. Now, how often does Whoopi's not in every episode?
No. So far, it's been about one every 4.
All right, so she
looks
makes
good
an appearance.
in candy stripes too, man.
Yeah.
And Lifetime Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. All righty, where the hell were we? Let's talk to Jessica. Jessica?
Yes?
15. What's going on?
I seem to be attracted to things that, like, harm me. Like, I've done sex and drugs and running away, and I always seem to end up in abusive relationships, and I don't know why.
Oh, you're 15.
Well, you're insightful about it anyway. Have you tried to stop?
Yeah.
And what happens?
Well, I was okay for a while, but I seem to, like, go back into it after a couple months.
Why?
I don't know. I guess it's the people that surround me or something. It seems like I just do it for everybody else around me, and I can't really stop, and it just ends up hurting me.
Where's your dad?
He's at home.
Yeah. You have a good relationship with him?
It's terrible.
Yeah. Why? What are you running away from?
My parents are really, really strict, and I don't really like girls too much. So I ran away, like, twice.
Did they physically abuse you or anything?
My mom, like, hit me a couple times when I was little, but it wasn't, like, really bad. I mean, the worst thing was, like, she called me a bitch and hit me, but that was it.
Are they religious?
Yes, extremely religious.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they catching you doing these things? Are they finding out?
Yeah, sometimes. Like, recently they haven't, but I don't want them to. I'm trying to, like, fix it, and I, like, just became pregnant, and I don't know what to do about that either.
Well, what are you going to do about that?
Well, I'm not sure. I've got to talk to the father, and he's sort of running away. He lives in a different state.
Why do you want to talk to the father?
To figure out what we should do.
Why don't you?
But he's a fugitive,
He's
right?
gone.
He's out of the picture.
Yeah.
Are you in a serious long-term relationship with this person?
No.
No.
Yeah, just decide on your own. Forget the father.
Figure it out for yourself.
Maybe figure it out with your parents.
Hey, Jessica?
Yeah.
I know you're doing a lot of rebelling because you're PO'd at your parents, and you're going to show them that they treated you wrong and all that kind of stuff. But the reality is you're just kind of taking it out on yourself. You're getting pregnant, you're going to get a venereal disease, or maybe possibly another venereal disease. You're going to get hooked on something. You're going to screw up your future. And then the joke will be on you. Right?
Okay.
Let me tell you the best payback for parents. This is what I did. I got rich, and now I rub their noses in it all the time.
Nice.
I leased my dad a Infiniti Q45 top of the line, and I wave the contract in front of him every time I see him. And I pretend to light a cigarette off it sometimes, and he goes no and dives for it. It's great.
If you just did that, it'd be no big deal, but then you get on the radio and complain like hell about it.
Yeah, get a radio show and then start bashing them over the air.
Aim high.
Who bashes their family more than I do?
No one.
Honestly.
No one.
Yeah. I just got done whacking off to my mom. That was way out of context.
You are
way out of
so Eminem of you.
You had to hear the sentence before that. Hey, all right, so Jessica, you know what you're doing. Can you stop doing it?
Yeah, I can try again.
Yeah,
if you can't, how about getting some treatment?
I've done that. I've been on, like, indoor inpatient. I went on, like, this 3-week outdoor, like, backpacking therapy, and...
Was that by your parents' behest, or did you decide to do that yourself?
No, they made me do it both times.
Well, maybe you might try and do something for yourself instead of having them force you to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a novel approach to life.
You might actually enjoy it.
Just stop it. Whatever you want to do, don't do it.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. That's universal advice that goes out to everyone, parents and children alike. I was listening to the radio today, driving around, and I heard them talking on the news about these little scooters, these razors that are all over the place, and how it's driving the school board insane. And someone from the school board came on, and they said they're urging parents to just use common sense when it comes to these things. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, if you're urging someone to use common sense, it's too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Common sense is one of those sort of, it's like saying, I'm urging you to have, it's like an olfactory sense. It's like having a better sense of smell.
Right.
It really, when you talk about common sense, it's no different than any other sense you have. Either you got it or you don't, and that's why they call it common sense. It's not something you learn abroad one summer at school. You know what I'm saying? So let's not urge anyone to use common sense. Whoever has it, they're already using it. Those who aren't, don't have it. There, we've done the math. I'm taking the pressure off everyone who's currently not using common sense. That's all I'm saying. You know who you are. We'll be back. Yeah, there we go. I screwed that one up. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Drew, are you tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm swimming. I'm really, really tired.
Did that Big Brother show today.
Haven't heard of that one. What'd you do over there?
Well, it was, they offered them a bunch of money to leave, and they wanted to bring this other girl in, and if they took the money, I would have been able to go home. If they
didn't take the money.
I had like a 5-minute segment. They didn't take the money.
How much?
$50,000.
To get out?
Yeah.
How many are left in the house?
Well, 6.
And what's the winner get?
500.
Yeah.
500,000.
Yeah.
But what are the chances? I would have taken the 50.
Yeah. Oh, I would have been second.
Oh, yeah.
In a second. But that was what my whole segment was about. It was about how the confinement and the forces of this group affect their judgment.
And no one got out of the house?
No.
Yeah, but they don't have anywhere to go.
There's some of that too.
They probably want to hang into the end, trying to cash in on the obviously celebrity survivor.
Yeah, but there's that element. But if you wanted to get out of the house and someone offered you 50 and you sort of did the math, there's 60 left in the house, you'd probably take the 50. I mean, if you had some hot girlfriend that was waiting for you to get home or something like that, you get the hell out of there.
Just a plain old decent home.
Right, somewhere to go. Something without wheels on it.
I almost got Brittany up here tonight. She's going to come.
You throw that name around like we're supposed to know it, Drew. Is that someone who's in the house?
Was in the house.
Have the ratings dropped off now that
not the live
Survivor's
show.
not in front of it?
The live show.
Really?
Yeah.
Still doing poorly?
Nothing really.
Oh, I see. All right. And are they paying you for that? Not that much, huh? Not the 50,000 that they offered the guy. Hey, Drew, see, I would have piped up and said, "Give me the 50, I'll go. I'll leave right now. I'll never come back. I'll give 10 to my agent. I'm gone. They'll never see me again." Strong Medicine is the name of the show we're talking about tonight. Rosa Blasi and Josh Coxx are both here. Lifetime, Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. It's new. It's getting great reviews. Whoopi Goldberg's stink is all over it, which I have mixed feelings about. My feeling, here's my honest Whoopi Goldberg take. Okay, here it is.
Watch it. She's got her hand in every pile.
I know. Here's my Whoopi. Oh, listen, I've alienated myself from the Hollywood community a long time ago. Say what I feel. Whoopi Goldberg is a very talented person. And there's plenty of people out there. Well, not plenty. There's a handful of people like Robin Williams, coincidence of the friends, and Billy Crystal. All amazingly talented people, not that funny. Just really talented. I give them talent.
How do they have longevity of career if they aren't talented? Otherwise,
they are talented.
They can act and
they're very talented.
But you just said not
funny, just talented. Very talented. I would never argue that a guy like Robin Williams wasn't just chock full of talent. And
also,
same
you
with
probably
Whoopi
never
Goldberg.
watched all three on the rise during their comic careers, and you're talking about people especially.
No, I was
ridiculous odds.
I was aware. Well, people who were attacked by bears have overcome odds. It doesn't make them funny.
She's not the Hollywood. She's not the role model of the Hollywood female ideal, and also her being of a different ethnicity is she's overcome three huge obstacles.
But let me counter that argument with something. How many millions of dollars does Whoopi Goldberg make a year? Over 10?
Oh,
maybe 20?
Probably on the worst year of
Okay, listen, how do you make that I'm being held down argument when you make $20 million a year?
Because you have to.
If she was a white male, she made $40 million a year. If she was a white male, they'd be like, "Honey, you ain't that funny. Now go home. Go back to your job driving a truck."
People wouldn't keep giving her the millions of dollars if she was.
All right, but it's like Kevin Eubanks came on here from the Tonight Show. This guy's a racist. He really is. He's a black racist, and he was complaining during the commercials the whole time about the man keeping him down. And I'm thinking, hey, buddy, you're getting $1 million a year for playing the guitar in a white show. I mean, I don't know whatever you want to call it, you're making $1 million a year. I mean, you can't make both arguments. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you have to think, though, that people have been celebrity longer than they've been alive. Like, if somebody's been a celebrity longer than they've been just, a regular person, that argument might fly. But otherwise, I don't know. The man is not doing a great job of holding down Whoopi Goldberg. She's doing 15 shows and she hosts the Academy Awards. You know what I'm saying? We're right.
not. Drew, you were at the Josh, you were at the white guy meeting. You weren't there, but he said we brought up Whoopi Goldberg and we decided somebody dropped the ball. We made an announcement.
I had my personal assistant sit in for me.
Right, that's right.
The original question was about how can these, like you use the three people as the example of Robin Williams and Billy Crystal. How could these three people be and not be funny?
I understand.
Well, there must be something.
No, they're because they're amazingly talented.
Okay.
I think.
You just don't think they're funny.
I just don't think they're funny. Everyone listen to me. That's right. And I think what Whoopi Goldberg has is like what a band like U2 has, which is they're all right band. All their songs sort of sound alike.
But unique.
You're supposed to like them, and everyone's scared not to say anything about it.
No, I like you too. I like Whoopi.
They're all right.
Unique.
They're all right.
They're high.
They're all right.
They're
all right.
Let me get to the next argument. Michael Jordan's like okay as a basketball player, but there's better.
No, that's proven. But I mean, like, does U2 have a song that doesn't start with bucka 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 singing about the plight of the Irishmen again?
The plight of the held down Whoopi.
They're all right bands. They're good band, but they're not as good as everyone thinks. There are plenty of good bands who don't get half the airplay that U2 does.
What you're saying is that
bucka 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 bucka. I think that's brilliant.
What you're saying is that there are more talented musicians, more complex music out there.
No, I'm saying there are once in a while a performer comes around. And it works in a good way, and it works in a bad way. It's whether it's a musical act or a comedian or an actor or whoever it is who aren't as good as people say they are, or as the community embraces or society embraces them, and people are scared to pipe up because they'll be labeled an idiot.
But I agree. But I think
U2 is one of those bands.
I don't know, but with longevity, when you're talking about Debbie Gibson, but if you're talking about longevity of career, I don't know. There's got to be something for the people to keep making profits.
Here'd be my point. Hanson is not as bad as a band as everyone makes fun of, and U2's not as good of a band as everyone says. They're both meet somewhere in the middle.
But how do you know? Because Hanson's like 8 weeks old. And I don't mean
I'm just saying people would use like Hanson as a comedy punchline.
Right.
Right? And they're really three pretty talented kids who all play instruments. I don't have any Hanson records. I don't want to go down that path. But what I'm saying is they're not as bad as everyone jokes about, and U2 is not as untouchable. And Whoopi Goldberg, amazing talent, and so is Billy Crystal, so is Robin Williams, but not as funny as everyone says. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Why don't we hear what you like?
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, what do you like? Who do you think is amazingly...
That's the theme. That's the theme to Taboo 2. That's a great musician. Taboo 2. What like band or what music?
Who's really funny?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Who's amazingly funny?
Robert Schimmel?
Who's amazingly funny, amazing longevity, and amazingly, talented?
George Carlin I've always liked. Yeah, Robert Schimmel's real funny.
You like Chris Rock?
Who little overhyped there.
A little overhyped again?
Funny, but a little overhyped. Yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait is a guy who gets it worse than he is. He's actually a funnier guy than people give him credit for. Anderson just brought up Bobcat.
Pryor?
But nothing
And,
better than
all right.
him marrying Vicky Cox.
Let's just keep going. Ryan? Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, great.
What?
So, Bobcat's wife is... Oh, true. Why am I even talking to you? Like you're going to know who we're talking about? Or
She married
seen
the puppet,
show?
Drew. Oh, she married the puppet.
No.
Have you seen his show? Okay, so why are we talking?
Yeah.
Thank you. Brian?
Yeah.
You're 28.
I'm 28.
What is that?
Well, I got a question for you and Dr. Drew. First of all, I want to say I love the Man Show. It's a great show.
There you go. Now that's taste.
That's funny.
Yeah, whatever.
Basically, I call because my wife is addicted to the internet, and I'm wondering.
What do you mean addicted?
She used to spend time on it at work, probably 5 or 6 hours while she's at work.
What is she doing on it?
She's just chatting with some friends, and she's really into like the WWF and wrestling and all that garbage. And I really don't know what to do about it. I've tried to like ask her to cut back on it when she's at home because we have 2 little girls.
Oh boy.
I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
Try wrestling with her?
She actually.
Wow.
Is there any cyber sex involved, or is she going into any like chat rooms like that, or is it just the WWF, which I understand?
They have like a couple of the other girls that she's on with. They started their own little chat room, I guess, with some kind of like role play fantasy thing. And
Female WWF
Does this have anything to do with WWF?
No, it doesn't.
What else is going on with your wife?
Hey, tell her Randy Savage is going to be on tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be listening.
What else is going on with your wife?
Well, she had a bout of depression she's been going through also.
No kidding.
They had her on Paxil.
Sure, when Andre the Giant died some years back. She took it pretty hard.
Paxil?
Yeah, they had her on Paxil. They just changed it recently. I guess she started seeing a new doctor. They did some tests on her, and he changed her to Prozac. And she's been going through bouts for probably about 6 to 7 months now. And once I asked her when she gets home, she was on it for like 8, 9 hours while she's at home then.
Yeah, what else is up with her?
Really, I can't tell. She really clams up. She doesn't really want to talk to me about it.
How old is she?
She's 28 also.
How long have you known
She's
her?
28 and into pro wrestling and a female?
Yeah.
That is horribly flawed.
Yeah.
Well, it's like something's wrong with her.
But bizarrely isolated in sort of cyberspace and neglecting her children. There's really something going on here.
What is
that she doesn't have any privacy, or I'm always trying to be controlling, and it's something like that. And I asked her if she'd cut back and spend time with me and the kids, and she basically told me no. And if I cut it off, she was going to move out. I cut it off.
If you cut off what, the cyber?
Yeah, if I cut off the internet, she was going to move out.
Move away from the children?
Yeah, she moved out of our house about a month ago.
Oh, man.
She's already out.
Yeah, she's living with her mom right now.
Oh, wow. And doesn't see her kids?
Actually, we change off. I have them about 4 days a week, and she has them for like 3 days.
Right, and they watch her play the computer?
Actually, when the kids are with her, she doesn't have enough time to be on the computer, I guess.
All right.
Kind of forcing them to be, with the kids instead
of... Do you guys ever get any therapy together? Couple therapy?
I asked her if she would see counseling with me, and she said yes. But then it's kind of like she just decided she didn't want to do that anymore.
Does she just not want to be in this marriage?
That's what I'm thinking. I really don't know.
Did she ever hit you with a folding chair? No, I understand.
Either something terribly wrong with this relationship or terribly wrong with her.
Yeah.
No. I'm going with her.
You think so?
Well, the relationship's bad, but that's because she's in it.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, why'd you marry this crazy bitch?
I loved her, man.
Oh, you are such an idiot. You didn't see any of this coming?
How long were you together before you got married?
Dated for 6 years.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, weird.
That's strange.
I think she may
for 4 years now.
So she may have like a brain tumor or something.
Or she might be having...
I actually worry about that, but yeah, you should just check out this marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. What do you do for a living?
Right now I work in a machine shop.
Oh, you're around metal, huh?
Yeah, I used to...
it's a bad sign.
I used to be an EMT. And that was kind of the hours were kind of getting to me and her. So I don't know if that kind of...
All right,
there's a lot missing to this story.
Yeah, Brian, here's the deal. And she doesn't have any reason to be angry at you? You didn't get caught cheating or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so here's the deal, Brian. You need to tell her that, if she wants to save this relationship, she needs to work on it with you. And if she refuses to do that, then that's her checking out, and she doesn't want to be in it. And you're going to have to just be as good a father as you can be without being in the relationship. All right? And ultimately, it'll probably be a good thing for you.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of hot chicks wandering around the machine shop where you work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not really, no.
Oh, really?
They're just a bunch of old ladies.
Surprise, surprise.
Interesting. I had a totally different concept of the machine shop.
That's not the machine shop I work.
All right. Oh my God. I'll tell you. For me, I understand women who are, not getting along with their husbands, but when they become sort of neglectful with their kids and stuff, it becomes like there's a flaw.
She left.
There.
There's no.
Oh boy. I feel sorry for this guy. Sarah?
Hello?
You're 16?
Yeah, alright, bear with me. I'm a little nervous here, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm 16, and I've slept with 14 guys, and I haven't had an orgasm with one of them.
No, you won't for many years.
All right, we're going to do a little gambling.
That's a dismal prognosis.
I don't have any money with him.
Oh, you don't have any money?
Yeah.
I got money out in the car. Huh?
Too
Rosa,
bad.
Josh, you got any money?
What?
Cover you guys.
You bring any money?
I got some cash.
Yeah,
All right. That's bad.
Okay. Hold on a second, Sarah.
Alright.
All right. How long have you been 16?
I turned 16, April. Last April.
Okay.
And,
last April?
Yeah.
Okay.
April that just passed.
I see. No, because otherwise you'd be 15, right?
We're betting on whether somebody switched her on or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like
Josh knows the show. I got my money out in the car. You want to hang on or just gamble? I'll get it during the break.
Yeah, get it during the break. Let's gamble.
I say, you guys got money?
Yeah.
Can we see it?
I'm ready to go.
You want to see it?
That was funny.
Yeah.
I got strong medicine money.
Informal survey here. Oh, look at that.
My purse is in the car.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I'll walk you out there during the
Okay,
break.
sweet. I'll give you my code.
I mean, I'm betting that she definitely, something's going on.
What? Hold on a second. Let me write that down. Just go in on a limb, make a very bold prediction that something is going on.
Like you guys don't know already. I've been doing this a lot longer than I have.
No, but, we're not always right, and sometimes we talk to people and not very forthcoming. So.
Indeed. Well, yeah.
All right, so, Josh, what do I put you down
She
for?
may protect somebody. What do you intend?
We gamble on her past, basically.
Right.
Where does she come from? Physical abuse, sexual abuse, alcoholic father, abandonment, or maybe hyped libido and nothing's wrong.
No, not 16.
All right, yeah, just putting that out there.
I'm going to go for the abuse neighborhood.
All right, which one?
Let's say I'm going to go the whole hog.
Who did it?
Physical. I'm going to say like uncle or dad.
Sexual abuse?
Sexual, yeah.
Sexual abuse. Uncle or dad?
Yeah.
Which is it? Someone may pick sexual abuse. Yeah. I'm just being fair. All right. I'll write down Uncle/Dad.
Okay.
Uncle Dad.
Thanks, man.
Hey, that's a new sitcom that could come out on the WB.
Uncle/Dad.
Uncle Dad.
Oh.
All right. Rosa, what do you think?
I think that you guys are very insightful. I just automatically go to just something simple like, what's your relationship like with your father? And, and she's acting out. She's obviously needing attention and acting out sexually.
What is it like with her dad? What would you predict it to have been like?
I honestly, I don't know, but obviously craving attention that she did not get from him.
So paint the relationship.
So perhaps he was never around. Perhaps, yeah, or just abandonment. Perhaps he was never around. Perhaps, perhaps he basically ignored. Maybe he was around all the time, but he pretty much ignored her, and this is her way of acting out. But that's a pretty good point. The molestation. But it wasn't my first original thought. He gets that. He gets that.
Molestation.
That's acting out to get attention.
All right. Drew?
Using your body.
More will hopefully be
the sexual abuse is taken, the dad out of the home, which is Rosa's thing, basically.
Yeah.
I'm getting heavy-duty neglect, so I'll say lots of kids, lots of siblings, and parents were sort of physically abusive as a way of controlling them.
Okay. Lots, more than 4 brothers and sisters?
Yeah, 4 or more.
Okay. I'm going to go dad out of the picture early, stepdad did something.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Hope I step out of the molested.
Oh, God.
All right. Here we go.
Great.
Sarah?
Yeah?
All right.
Oh.
There's $4 riding on this. $4 whole dollars.
4? Oh. I didn't sign anything.
Yes, you did.
Oh, what's that?
Sarah?
Yeah?
Let's talk about your past.
My father passed away when I was 8. And I don't have any brothers or sisters. My mom, she works.
Yeah.
And I pretty much had a pretty kind of perfect family life. I never had anything really wrong.
Really? Your dad died when you were 8.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, my mom took care of me after that.
What did he die of?
He died of a brain aneurysm.
Very, very suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He didn't drink or anything before?
No.
What did he do for a living?
He was a stockbroker.
I see.
Is there a stepdad in there somewhere?
My mom has a boyfriend, but he's not really around much. He lives in California.
I see. California. Troublemaker.
Why
Freak.
Why all the sexual acting out? What do you think you're looking for there?
I honestly don't know. Like, all the guys I slept with, I dated.
Yeah, so it's you're pretty
16 though, 14 guys.
What do you consider date? Like, what would you say is the average of the length of these relationships? Is it a month, 2 months?
Here's what constitutes date. Hi, I'm Jim. Thanks.
No,
You take your pants off? Thank you.
No, like about a month and a half.
Month and a half. Right?
That would make sense if you start dating like the beginning of high school. You start dating when you're like 13, 14. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 14.
So this just pretty much started the last
How old was
few years.
that guy?
He was 16.
16.
Yeah.
So where are you meeting the rest of the guys?
Huh?
Where do you meet the rest of the guys? I mean, are they all your age?
No. None of them are my age.
What's the oldest?
The oldest I've dated, would I have to say, would be 21.
Yeah, boy. Okay, so listen, I think your dad, I mean, it's not abandonment when or at least it's with a note from the doctor, you have an aneurysm and die. But your dad checked out early and checked out of your life and his life for that matter too. And you were left with your mom. And I think you're looking for daddy out there now. Does it feel that way?
Not really. Like, I mean, of course I miss my father and everything, but I understand that the father figure I would like to have, I'm not going to find in one of the people I'm dating.
Well, let's just go back to your original issue, which is that your orgasmic functioning typically doesn't...
Yeah.
That's not something... A, it may never happen during intercourse, period.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And that's common. And B, orgasm in general is something women sort of don't figure out until...
No pun intended, you come into it with age.
Late teens, 20s.
Yeah.
And part of it is the guys are completely clueless. And secondly, you learn how your central nervous system works and how to find that sort of intimate place where that physiology...
Right.
And I'm not there, Sarah, but I'm guessing the guys at 16 don't have a lot of foreplay tapping.
Probably doesn't last
There's
that long.
nothing really wrong with me.
No,
you're
except for the
fine.
fact that you're banging everyone who's walking. Who's up on 2 legs.
That's a much bigger problem than
that is a bigger problem,
yeah.
Especially when, 10 years from now, a guy wants to know how many guys you slept with.
You're doing some acting out.
No, I've done a lot of thinking about it. I'm not going to pursue my feelings anymore when I feel just quickly for somebody.
Good.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
I just wanted to make sure that there was nothing physically wrong with me.
No, you're fine.
No.
And the guys are going to want you 10 times more once you don't sleep with them.
That's right.
Indeed.
You make them wait 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
Man, they're all over. They go nuts. They'll explode.
Popcorn, sodas, candy bars.
All right, Sarah?
All right, I just wanted to say, Adam, I watched you on Rock and Jack, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty hot, huh? All right, thank you.
Bye.
I was bowling on an MTV show with Jimmy and Kid Rock or something. Oh, boy, do they rerun those things. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll speak to Kevin is 16. Can't find anything to talk. Oh, he's been on hold for 95 minutes.
Sweet.
This is going to be, this is guaranteed a dud. Kevin?
Yeah.
16?
Yep.
All right, you have a good question for us?
Kind of.
All right, good. You really know radio. That's what you call a tease. Hey, we got a good call coming up? Sort of.
Could be.
Could be. You never know. All right, we'll be back after this. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. There's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, will be in here tomorrow night. Get me in a figure 4 and possibly sodomize me right here in the studio for my remarks about the name Randy on the mail. Hey, Randy is gay for horny, right?
It's English, like I'm feeling rather randy.
Right, but the gays have adopted the English, or the Queen's English is their language.
Oh, I didn't get the memo.
The Queens have taken the Queen's English.
Kings. Yeah, the Queen's English. Thank you very much. Sorry, Drew. I'm too tired. Strong Medicine is the name of the show. The very talented Whoopi Goldberg is, she's like what Barbara, what's her name is?
Barbara Walters, The View.
Is with The View, right? Stops by.
That's not a bad point.
Yeah,
That's
right.
not a bad point.
Yeah.
Not when Drew's there.
Descends from the heavens.
Right. Bobby wouldn't be there when I was there.
Right. Like, how many times have you done The View?
5 times.
Oh, well, then she's on it a lot more because The View's been on for several years.
Have you ever been there when Barbara Walters was there?
Yes, I have.
Really? What happened?
Do tell.
She made a
Must have been
mistake.
another big celebrity coming on after you. Somebody?
I don't remember, but she made a mistake, I'm sure.
She took one look and walked away.
I think I did it twice with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing The View so much for?
He's doing all the big shows.
He loves Babs.
Any information on that show? So.
Have we've done The View?
Yeah.
Twice? Have I done The View twice?
Once, I think.
All right.
I
Anyway.
would love to see you in an all-female environment like that.
I had a good time on The View.
Show.
I never did get a tape of that, but I had a good time on that.
That was back when Debbie was still in it. Remember?
Debbie Schnapolopoulos?
Yeah.
That's so rude.
What's her name?
It begins with an M. I think she's Greek.
Oh, is she like Drew?
Looks like you.
Looks like me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Genius, that woman. Why did they fire
Lisa
her?
Ling like me.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Yes, we have
You see your shiny big gold band gleaming in the light.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she liked me. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about
They
that.
fired her immediately.
It was all over. Kevin?
Yep.
You're 16. What's up? Oh, yeah, on hold for 102 minutes now.
Yeah, I've been asleep most of the time, so it doesn't matter.
Whoa. Good night, Kevin.
All right.
Have a nice time.
Kevin, I'm going to put you on hold for just another 15 minutes, all right? Dickweed. All right?
Okay.
He's very hostile, that Kevin. Larry? Yeah. When did they learn, Drew?
I don't know.
Yeah, how's it going?
You're 23.
Yep.
What's up?
Well, basically, a friend of mine introduced me to crack a long time ago. I'm like a year and a half ago.
Good friend, huh?
Yeah. He's one of those party animals that kind of wants to experience everything.
Right.
And recently, within the last 3.5 months, I'm just not interested in doing it all of a sudden.
In the crack?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Just dropping it all of a sudden. Now, is that normal, or?
Usually means something else picking up. Alcohol, pot?
No, nothing.
You on any medication?
No.
How much were you doing when you were doing it?
Like every other week, maybe, or maybe every 3 weeks.
How long were your binges?
3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, that's sort of a typical binge.
Wow. It's 3
average,
typical?
Yeah.
Wow.
They just can't go on.
You can't
They
stop.
start getting psychotic at that point.
Yeah, you get paranoid. You can't handle it anymore.
Wow. 3 days, and then you just be off for 2 or 3 weeks?
Crack binges are absolutely characteristic. It starts out usually with somebody. You end up by yourself, alone, curtains drawn, you and your pipe, looking outside, and convinced that outside and actually...
Yeah, the helicopters are coming.
And who are the people out there?
I'm sorry?
Who would you typically see?
No, nothing.
You wouldn't actually see them.
It's you lock the doors and you close the curtains.
Who are you concerned might be out there?
Mostly neighbors, you know.
Usually.
True. Have you ever made a goddamn point on this show?
No, I want to hear what.
Hold on a second, True. Have you, in your life, forget this show, have you ever...
I make them all the time in real life.
Hey, who's been on The View
I've
twice?
never heard of
5 times.
Who's a series regular on The View? Huh?
That's right.
What is it? Who are they
It's
looking
usually uniformed officers.
Really?
Exactly.
I wish I had a nickel for every time Drew had to go back and explain the answer that he was sure he was going to get from the guest or the caller that he didn't get, and then went back and explained how 99% of the time this is the answer, although it's never the answer they provide.
The only time...
And I always try to stop it.
Shut up for a second.
You guys are such a married couple.
Yeah, really.
If he would just stop talking, everything would be fine.
Yeah, you guys need to consummate that there.
Oh, it's way too late. We did that at the Denver airport during a layover in, I think it was 94, 95. I love Drew. There you go.
Larry, and when people do a lot of speed, the paranoias are slower to come on and more elaborate and stay fixed. And that's when people are always focused on their family and their friends and their neighbors. And that's
listen, if he can stop, great.
Yeah, I wonder if he's really a cocaine addict, is my question. Or if this is just
apparently not. Raina?
Yes.
You're 19?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I've known this guy for over a year, and we've been dating for about a month now, and I haven't had sex with him yet, but I let him finger bang me, and
Sure.
Clearly in college. With the word bang attached.
You order the surf and turf, and it's got to be a little. You got to pay the fiddler, right?
Yeah. So, once I noticed.
Wow.
You guys ever go on a date, like the girl orders the surf and turf, is on the first date, and you're just going, $48.95. Christ almighty. I better get some finger banging in first.
I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't thought that word in a long time.
No, it's really
wonderful. It's
a
very
word that leaves you after about age 12.
That's right.
It's wonderfly descriptive.
Raina, what's the question?
Okay, so once
you orgasm from finger banging.
Once I noticed blood on his hand, and I was discharging afterwards, and it kind of itched inside, and I don't know, like, what I should do. Like, should I tell him to stop, or, like, should I not do it anymore, or, like, what can I do? I don't know.
His blood or your blood?
Mine.
How long, was he doing it for a very extended period of time?
I guess you could say so.
Like how long?
About an hour.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jeez,
that's
a long time.
Extended period of time to be
finger
banging.
Yeah, Ray, the idea is something that
you accumulated the amount of time my hand has been in a vagina. It would add up to an hour over the 36 years I've been on the planet.
The idea is something you enjoy, and if it's uncomfortable to you, you stop. And if you're like itching and whatnot, it's possible it's just a yeast infection, so you might try for over-the-counter yeast.
I use my hand.
Irritation, like if you, an hour, that's
ridiculous.
Who does that?
It's ridiculous.
I mean, no offense.
My hand logs vagina time like a pilot logs time in a cockpit. It's how they do that. 40,000 hours of flying. Whatever. So I do that.
You must be one hell of a date.
Minute and a half here, 30 seconds there, 15 seconds. Sometimes like just a second and a half.
What about yourself? Are you more generous?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I stopped keeping track of that a long time ago.
That's an hour at least.
Well, no, I haven't. Well, I haven't so refined now. That
Adam's the next question. My hands are bleeding.
No, I got that down.
No, the real problem is when he had his cast on his hand, then it was a major problem.
I had a cast on my hand, except
and
for
bruises down below.
The thumb was free.
Well, as I've told, and people think I'm kidding about this, but you full fist guys, these guys, this technique, and I don't know if when you make that fist like you're shaking dice, kind of thing. Is that just sort of the universal sign for jack off, or do guys actually do it that way?
No.
Are you, Josh?
Sometimes it's a full fist. Sometimes it's a gentle thing.
Yeah, right.
Circumference of love,
the
if you will.
sign. Penis, you're okay. The penis is okay. The hamper's been in better shape, but the penis is okay.
Right.
So you get full fist going once in a while.
It's a variation. Is all good.
To me, I'm like Raleigh fingers on the mound. I don't grab the ball and stuff it in the palm of my hand. I do a little lick, a little moist. I go to the bill of cap once in a while, a little sandpaper on there, and I just use the important fingers. But here's the point I'm making. Most guys, at some point in their teenage years or early 20s, whether it be on one of these scooters we were talking about earlier, or snowboarding, or skateboarding, or rollerblading, or whatever, it's going to break a wrist and have a wrist cast on at some point. I would say 40 or to half of American males between the ages of 13 and 25 have had a cast on their hand at some point. And that cast may stay on for 2-3 months. And if your full fist technique is the one you employ on your penis, you're going to be in a world of hurt.
The mother of all
Well, wouldn't you adapt like most animals?
I would. I would grow a tail. I'd pull through that and masturbate with it. If both hands were in a cast longer than 6 months, I would grow a tail. And at least I know my son would have a tail. I'm not so sure if I would grow a tail. I'm not sure if that's possible. True, you're a doctor. I don't know if I could adapt that quickly. I would grow a tail and begin masturbating with the tail, or I would do a thing where I take my knee out of socket and use my foot.
Oh, my gosh.
Eventually. I would work it out. That's all.
Let's see.
I'm so scared.
Yoga classes and freeing your feet.
You've got this whole, you're down about, what, a 2-minute drill?
Stroke and a half. I go down, and I don't make it. I don't make it all the way up. It goes down halfway up. Put Put it this way: when the hand comes up, it just keeps going for the sock or whatever's around.
It's just going right over your head.
Right. It goes right up into the fist, and then the victory lap.
And you're what? 3 times a day still?
3, 4 times.
For real?
My God.
For real?
Well,
Are you kidding right now?
No,
Because I believe in you, so you got me.
And I know. You're slowly falling in love with me before you heard about this.
Right.
Oh my God, I've always wanted a guy who can get out.
No,
Stroke and a half.
I'm down. I'm back on a 1-a-day regimen.
Oh,
yeah.
You sick? Wow.
Well, I've been getting up very early and working on the house all day, and I'm coming home tired.
The house is really it's sort of.
That's my my form of masturbation now.
The VCR is okay.
VCR is fine.
The bunker.
Porn bunker's fine. Everything's fine.
You got plans for the rest of it? Or
The antidepressants.
What's that? Yeah. I'm good. I'm once a day. I'm all right with that. I've scaled it back.
I've known you for a long time. That's wow.
I'm taking a little sabbatical.
Personal
best.
Yeah.
That's all.
Personal was it best or
shaved it down?
Personal least.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Are we done with my penis?
I don't know. We could come back.
We could go back.
All right. Not that much to get back to, but if you want to revisit it later on, that's
You shouldn't
fine.
admit that.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Listen, Drew's seen my penis. It is, in his words,
In the
pristine.
Denver airport.
I know. No, actually, I'd examine it. Well,
Okay. So
how do you describe
it's okay. You're a doctor. You got
I had to actually examine it, and it was pristine.
Pristine.
In fact, it was a stunt penis. It wasn't his.
Really?
No way it was his.
Yeah, very low mileage.
Ding.
I keep it in a velvet Crown Royal sack at night.
Like a hand model, but better.
In the night.
Your penis.
It's in your ass. Drew bet me $100 that I had warts on my penis.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm so confident in the cleanliness of my penis.
Would you please refer to it as a pristine penis from now on?
The pristine penis that I told Drew that I would do this on the air, that he could dump this acetic acid on my penis and shine a black light on it and find a wart if he could. I challenged him to find a wart.
And a plastic surgeon friend of mine came here and took pictures, and they're on my computer now. So
are they?
He emailed them over to me.
And
weird that that's your screensaver.
He dumped it on there. He shined the black light. What they do is they dump essentially white vinegar on the schlong, and then they put a black light on it and see if anything winks at him.
Much like forensic science.
Yeah. Just didn't find anything but a little lint, right, Drew?
Suspicious.
Oh, please. He was trying to get his $100 when he made that comment. I took the $100 from him, and I bought hard candy and what else was I going to buy? Crack cocaine, that's right.
Okay.
Laura?
Hello?
You're 18?
Yeah.
You feel dirty since becoming intimate with your high school teacher?
Yeah. I just feel really dirty. And
Are you still in high school?
yeah, and I see him now, like on a regular basis, sort of.
Well,
your teacher's a dirty one, pal.
You're 18?
Yeah.
And you just started your senior year?
Yeah, it's my last year.
Right, senior year?
Yeah.
And your last year?
Yeah.
There's no super senior year in your high school?
Are you redshirting to go out with 14?
We had what we called an elder senior year, where you went. You're 18. Shouldn't you have graduated?
No, I was held back in grade school, so.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. And well, listen, I've said this many times in there, Laura. Here's the story. You went to Europe for a year when you were 6. Okay, much more glamorous than being held back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Then not being able to complete a Sullivan book when you were in the first grade. All right, Laura?
Okay.
You spent a year in France, right?
Yeah, okay. Is your teacher still your teacher?
No, he's like a counselor, sort of.
How old is the counselor?
He's like 50.
50? Oh.
49.
Is he?
Oh, well, 49.
At your current high school?
Yeah.
All right, hold on, Laura. We got to take a break.
Okay.
This is good, though. I mean, it's not good for you. It's good radio. It's not good for you, right?
Okay.
All right. How long's this been going on?
It happened over the summer.
Okay. Hold on a second, all right? We'll get back and tell you what to do after that.
Yeah, what's...
Rosa Blasi and Josh Coxx are both here from Strong Medicine, the new Whoopi Goldberg production, which he's in periodically, and is on Sunday nights, 9 o'clock on the fabulous Lifetime, the number 2 cable network. And I don't know what number 1 is. Maybe it's CNN. I don't think it is.
Really?
Maybe one would hope.
Whatever it is, it's
I don't know. Every hotel I've ever been in, there's always CNN, if not any other channel.
It's a good point, and I don't know if they do it by homes or revenue or how they judge what is the number 1 station.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There may be some that are in more places but have less viewers or make less money. I don't know how it works. I'd love to get that breakdown, although I'm not going to do anything to get it. Laura?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So you're having sex with your 50-year-old?
No, we didn't have sex.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I gave him a hand job.
Oh, boy.
Uh-huh.
Well,
so you're just getting a B?
So this guy...
What? It's just a hand job. I mean, you don't throw A's out.
That's an H, Adam. That's an H.
That's a B for manual release.
It sends a very dangerous message to the rest of the ladies at the school if you start handing out A's for a hand job.
This guy
very low grade.
Maybe doing this to other people at your school,
Did he force
too.
himself on you?
No, actually, we were out for coffee.
Why?
Just because we were talking about school stuff, and we went out for coffee, and...
I see. Hold on a second, hold on. Anyone ever talk to any of their teachers about
Never
school
once.
stuff over a cup of
Never
coffee?
once outside of class.
And by the way, how does one thing lead to another? I'm sure that's what's coming next.
Over a cup of coffee. I mean, once in my entire school career, I was walking down like an aisle in a supermarket.
You
and it was
freak out when you see
holy
him.
Christ, it's Mr. Branson. And just dive into the frozen food section, cover myself with peas. Are you kidding me? Hey, Mr. Branson, want to go out and get a cup of Joe, talk about my grades? Fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It makes me sick. Isn't there some sort of Geneva Convention where you've broken some rule? So I'm trying to figure out what this guy's job is exactly.
What kind of teacher?
He's a counselor, some camp counselor?
Yeah, something like that. He teaches, lit.
He teaches English
so he's like an English
literature?
teacher?
Yeah.
Well, is he your English lit teacher?
No.
Have you ever had him before?
No.
And he's just he's a counselor and teacher at the school.
Yeah.
So how does it begin if you're not seeing him every day in class? I don't know what you'd be talking to him about school in a coffee shop. Like, how does that begin, the flirtation? Or
he's, always around, and I've just been having, suicidal thoughts because I feel really dirty.
Well, wait a minute. We'll get back to that for a second. I'm still with Rosa. You don't have the guy. He's not your counselor, right?
No.
He's not your teacher, right?
He was kind of helping me with school stuff.
Yeah, but, Laura, this wasn't your fault. This guy's a problem, okay? This guy took advantage of his position, and it's not something you should feel
Paints such a
responsible
vivid
for.
picture, doesn't she?
I know, but look,
Jesus Christ,
Laura, you need to put the phone down and talk to somebody immediately. Can I give you a phone number?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the number of Drew's old counselor at his high school.
It's
as a counselor.
877-7-CRISIS.
Okay.
Okay.
And is this still going on, did you say?
No.
No.
Did it just happen once?
Over the summer?
It happened a few times?
Twice.
Why?
You got to tell someone about this, an adult.
Yeah.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Hold on 1 second there. I mean, this is not a good situation. But you're 18, and this only happened twice, and you didn't perform oral sex on him or have intercourse with him.
No.
You gave him a handy. I essentially got one from Drew here in the studio.
Under the wood light.
Yeah, and he gave me $100. Drew, when's the last time you paid someone to go? Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's called rub and tug.
Hey, here's my point. Do you have to be this traumatized?
I don't know.
Did an older man ever do anything to you when you were a little kid?
No.
Does this remind you of something? Are there other things that are going wrong in your life?
No, not really.
There has to be.
I was trying to rationalize it. I don't have a really good relationship with my dad, but...
Right.
Well, you were certainly getting depressed, and that's what needs to be attended to.
Right.
But not from this counselor.
Well, this is not
here's
helping.
Here's my point, Laura. This thing has opened up something in you, and now all the depression is flowing through. This isn't helping. This isn't healthy. This isn't a good thing to do. But do not put all of your eggs into this guy's basket, pardon the pun.
But tell an adult, talk about your depression, and talk about what this guy's done, okay?
All right. No, boy.
The quick answer that one in 6.
Well, I know this is not, popular advice, but everyone doesn't have to be a victim, and everyone doesn't have to feel ashamed, and everyone doesn't have to feel like they were raped.
No, that's reasonable advice to help people choose to not be a victim or to stay stuck in that quagmire.
Yeah.
However, there's feelings that you can't control.
I understand that, but hand job and twice, you know what I mean?
Just the whole thing, though, the guy just hanging around and not being a teacher, it just
really
sounds
creepy.
like you said, Dr. Drew, like this is not the first time.
Yeah. No.
And I'm curious if it happened when she was 17.
Exactly.
Darian?
Yeah?
You're 22?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Well, I just found out that I had an STD by the name of HPV.
We were talking about during the commercial break, which about half the people in the country have.
Human papillomavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Which always makes me think you have it, by the way, Drew, when you start lobbying for... It'll be up to 85% in another month. Circumcision, warts.
HPV.
I know it all. Yeah.
Suspicion. Well, I was just wondering if, because I have to have surgery in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, because me and my boyfriend have, a serious relationship going. We have a child together. And I was just wondering if I should, not sleep with him after I get it done.
Why?
Well, because I got it from him. And because a while back he had genital warts.
Well, you both have it, so there you go.
Is that what it's from?
You're giving it back and forth to each
well,
other.
no, but you both have it now, and that's that.
So it's always going to be there?
Yes.
It may go away, but
it may go away, but it's taking several years for it to do so.
All right.
You both have it, and that's the way it goes.
And so what are my chances of getting cancer from that?
Higher than if you didn't have it.
But you're looking after
You're taking care of it. If you take care of it, it's very easy to prevent from progressing to cancer.
All right, Darian?
Okay.
Hey, listen, while you're getting the surgery, while you're under him, pop in a little Norplant. All right?
There we go.
I'm on the pill.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, no more kitties with the boyfriend, all right?
Thank you.
All right?
All right.
All right. All right, we'll take a little break.
There's a good girl.
We'll be back after this. What?
Nice girl.
Who knows? It's Loveline. That's it. Randy, the Macho Man Savage, in here tomorrow night to kick through his ass when I tell him that's Adam. Strong Medicine is the name of the show. I want to thank Rosa and Josh for coming in here and being delightful, by the way. I had a good time with both of them.
As did we.
Thanks for coming in, and come in anytime you like.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Is that cool?
Fantastic. Do the second hour with Randy.
Maybe we can pry Randy off your back.
Lifetime, everybody. Sunday nights, 9 o'clock, and until next time, it's Adam Kroll for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Can we get high?
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Engel. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.